morning. It's a very perfect morning because, as you can see, the weather is really good and it will be like this the next 2 days because on Wednesday it will start raining. The forecast is talking about heavy rainfalls for 4 days, which is really bad. And I was supposed to leave on Wednesday, but that's why I'm leaving now, as in 1 hour. So I can hike for 2 days and then I have to search a place I can stay for 3 days. I hope I will find it. And I'm really looking forward to today. And that's why I have to hurry up a little bit.
So, jetzt geht's los. Muss sie denn zu uns Städte hinaus? Städte hinaus.
I really can't tell how it feels being back on the road, hearing the noise of my hiking cart and just being back. It's just amazing and I really love it. I waited too long for it. I hiked 7 kilometers and I never used my little engine because for this year I told to myself you are not using the engine unless you are running out of energy or there is a mountain. Let's see how long I will do this. Porca miseria. I wanted or I need to walk over this bridge, but it's closed for, if I understand it, for security reasons. And this since 2 years. Now I have to go back or probably taking this little path there and then walking 2 kilometers more. I love it. Yeah, but it is what it is. Shit. This is Castenaso and that's really nice because this was the part of, or this was the city where my father lived when I met him after I met him the very first time, and he lived there with Angela and Sabrina. And now I know why the bridge was closed down, because the universe was leading me back to this road, because there where you can see those special trees, we call them Zypressen. This is the entrance to the cemetery where my father is. So I will pass by and say hello. La tortuga. Ciao, Papa. There are always those barriers, but the space was big enough for me. So I really hope that this little path will be like this all the time, because I have to hike it a couple of kilometers. Okay, those meters, they are really bad because it's really possible that the hiking cart will fall. And I had that a couple of times and it makes always just a lot of damage, and of course it's really bad. And those women from the kindergarten, they told me over there, they told me it's not possible to hike all the way down the river. They said it's better I take the road, so I will do this. 12 o'clock in the afternoon and I'm already done the first day. So I will make a little break and then I will do the kilometers of the second day. And this is what I anyways thought, that I will do 30 kilometers today. So I hope that I will reach the mountains. Yeah, and then it will be very exciting. Because of course I don't know where I will sleep. And in Italy it's really difficult because all over are blocked ways, everything is private, every ground belongs to somebody. And here in this area you cannot build up your tent without being seen from a distance of 10 kilometers. So yeah, that's the exciting part, not knowing where you will end up. Bisher war es ja echt toll zum Laufen, aber niemand hat Hallo gesagt, keiner hat Komplimenti gerufen und auch keiner hat mich in irgendein Gespräch verwickelt. Und es sind komischerweise nur Frauen alleine im Auto unterwegs. Und so trifft man sonst wirklich niemanden. It was really nice to hike so far, but nobody said hello, nobody was shouting complimenti, and nobody was talking to me and asking what I'm doing and where I'm from. And there are only single ladies driving in their car. That's it. It's really amazing and crazy. Here in this river valley, there is not a single square meter public land. Everything is private, and every track, every little single road, and even if it's really worse, yeah, nobody ever could drive on, it's closed with a gate. I see myself already sleeping right next to the street. Now I put everything together and I was ringing the bell and hoped that somebody would be at home here, because over there where the tree is, also there, that would be the perfect space for a tent. But nobody is opening the door, nobody is at home. And that would be the perfect space, the first one. And I admit, I hiked now 30 kilometers and I'm really tired. Also really. Now I feel like I don't want anymore. So it'd be nice, but nobody is here. As you can see, I found a place. On the ground of a farmer house. I was asking the man, and I really had got a hard time to convince him that I'm a good one and not an evil one. And so finally he gave me this space. As you can see, I'm already cooking today. Special soup, star soup. The dog is also tired, and I am really tired too. It was a very long and a very nice day. But now I'm happy that I'm here. The question of whether there is life after death has preoccupied humanity for millennia and is reflected in the beliefs, rituals, and philosophies of almost every culture. It touches on fundamental questions of existence, consciousness, and the meaning of life itself. Scientifically, there is no clear evidence of life after death, as consciousness and its continuation after physical death are difficult to measure or prove. Science focuses mainly on what can be empirically measured and explained. In religious and spiritual contexts, however, the idea of life after death is often considered an essential part of faith. Many religions, such as Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, and Buddhism, have elaborated ideas about life after death, often linked to moral evaluations of the life lived and the hope for ultimate justice or peace. Philosophically, considerations of life after death raise questions about the nature of the person and consciousness. They also address the importance of memory, identity, and change. Some philosophers argue that the impossibility of experiencing death firsthand places us in a position of uncertainty that is both fascinating and profound. Ultimately, the question of the afterlife remains both a personal and cultural consideration deeply rooted in people's hopes, fears, and aspirations. It challenges each of us to reflect on the value of life and the meaning of death. For me, there is no life after death. The soul is never born and never dies. This means that we exist independently of our body, which is nothing more than a changing piece of clothing with a certain function on a completely different level in infinity. So no one is ever gone. This is also the reason why we Mahatmas greet each other with Jai Satchitanand. To be aware of the eternal means bliss. It is worth exploring this sentence more deeply and letting it sink in. How would your life change if there was scientific proof for or against an existence independent of the body? And what does your current belief on this topic do to your life and your mental health? What helps? What is disturbing for you? Does the thought of infinity also bring you happiness?
Ella no llora por